With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we've got a good one on tap in the AFC North.
Let's go, Baltimore Ravens.
Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on.
Baltimore Ravens.
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you? Yeah. Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Oh, secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
He's to the 15.
Woo! Baltimore Ravens touchdown. Let's go.
Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers with the Baltimore Ravens touchdown.
And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. One play in the end zone on a long touchdown pass. You knew they wanted to get him involved. He's their go-to guy. First play, though, wow.
Yeah, and I remember when I was playing, something similar happened. I remember getting to the sideline and my coach said, so what in the scouting report with circling him, putting a star by him, did you not get that he was a good player? And that's the question I would have for them now. You know, as you said, he's a go-to guy. How is he not covered? Now, I should say, covered well.
Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Let's go.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down.
You ain't going nowhere.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it. But otherwise,
set the quarterback. That's what I'm talking about.
Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a play fake. Rodgers. That's complete to DK Metcalf.
Get down right there.
A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw is Rodgers. He'll try and do this himself. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They toss it to Warren. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down
right
the
here.
scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now it's Rodgers. There's a screen with Gainwell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now Rodgers. Complete to Austin here over the middle.
Get you down right there, say boy.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Will try and do this himself. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there, getting him to 1st.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
On play action. Now Rodgers.
Oh, it's coming.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only to score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Ravens offense and receiver Zay Flowers set to take over once more. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but it's fair to say this defense is going to have to find some way to slow him down. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 35. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a ring on a hold on that.
Come on, Zay Flowers.
What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact and he'll go deep.
This throw nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. It's all the way in for a Ravens
Bateman for the touchdown.
Rashad Bateman, 33 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The drive summary then. Five plays. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. And now out come the Steelers. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They run behind center with Gainwell.
Clean my controller right quick.
Can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And this one too low.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is it still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat, like the guys
I like
beyond that circle.
I like that. Yeah, just
and he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now it's Jackson. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he'll run that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
Basically, it's the 1st down. Let's go, baby.
Goes for 24 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
Jackson.
Woo! Zay Flowers.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And he's got it.
Baltimore Ravens touchdown. Let's go. Zay Flowers.
Touchdown. Zay Flowers with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. The last series for a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that nearly intercepted. Yeah, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Wester on the return. Yeah, very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To throw is Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. That's caught. It's throws. And he's brought down before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Jackson will throw again. That is caught. It's
Baltimore Ravens
touchdown. Rashad Bateman with a second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. On his loop for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. On 4th down, the Steelers called on Corliss Waitman to punt. It's taken to the 26. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The home team's offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Play action. Now Jackson. That is Rashawn Bateman. He has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now, light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They start the drive here with Gainwell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Marlon Humphrey on the defensive side making that look easy from his corner position. Throwing now is Rodgers. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
A loss of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Running left, it's Warren. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Steelers send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Zay Flowers and the Raven offense back onto the field. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver, because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock out every snap.
He's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens.
First and 10 at the
So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And that nearly intercepted. The free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. Jackson now. And that
Come
was
on,
incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. To throw again is Jackson. And this one nearly intercepted. Oh, that's a ball he thinks he should have had. Instead, maybe a chance for the offense to get 3 out of it after all. 4th down. Now Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Jackson. That is caught.
Woo!
Rashad Bateman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first-half lead. Luke now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. And Pittsburgh getting... to take the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before the game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Completes it to Austin. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Throwing is Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable here from the 38. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hanson with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. From the gun to give the Gainwell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have an excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A first down carry for Henry. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers.
Zay Flowers at the Baltimore Ravens touchdown. Let's go.
Zay Flowers, 43 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. On his loop for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. That shoves him off at the 20. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Steelers sent to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Rodgers now to throw. Here's a screen with Gainwell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They'll check this one down to Gainwell. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fielded at the 33. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Ravens offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. They go play action now. Jackson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Zay Flowers, 64 yards. And the Ravens have taken a 6-touchdown lead. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. Luke now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yes, you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Rodgers going to throw. And the Raven pressure too much.
Set quarterback.
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. On the draw, Gainwell. There he goes left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 49 yards for Kenneth Gainwell. And the Steelers are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Well, this offense and their wideout headed back onto the field. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Your focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him. It should open up things for you.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Jackson now off the bootleg. Well, into the hands of Flowers.
Woo! St. Flowers for the Baltimore Ravens touchdown. Let's go.
Zay Flowers, 34 yards. And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So that is a big one, folks. Can you believe it? 8 passing touchdowns in a single game until today. That had never been done in NFL history. On his loop for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score. Ravens.
So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now it's Rodgers. He's got him in, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw is Rodgers. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
It really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And that's going to do it. With that last throw, he surpasses Norm Van Brocklin's mark of 554 passing yards in one game, set more than 70 years ago, way back in 1951. Now, he's had help from his offensive line and his receivers, but this has been an incredible individual performance. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now it's Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a
Baltimore Ravens touchdown. Bateman, Rashad Bateman, let's go.
Rashad Bateman, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. And that last touchdown pass not only puts 6 points on the board, it also puts his name into the record books for the most touchdown passes in a single game. Point after, right down the middle. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. back now in Baltimore. For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for us Steelers. First down.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. He finds Austin complete. He's to the 15. And he's... And touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin, 52 yards. And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Boswell good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Here's Jackson. A slant route caught by Bateman. There he goes again.
Good job, Bateman, for the Baltimore Ravens touchdown. Let's go.
Rashad Bateman, 57 yards. And the Ravens continue to pour it on here in the fourth. And that touchdown, his 5th touchdown grab of the game, and that ties him with Jerry Rice from 1990, Kellen Winslow Sr. from 1981, and Bob Shaw back in 1950 for the most receiving touchdowns in a single NFL contest. Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He'll take it at the 42. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. This offense making its way back out, led by their wide receiver. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show, as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. Now it's Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago. And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Again, Jackson.
Touchdown. Let's go.
Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens extend their lead yet again. Yet another trip to the end zone, and that last one, a bit of history. He has now broken the NFL record for most receiving touchdowns in a single game. Luke now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, you block over here. Blue 58. Blue 58.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw, it's Rodgers. Open here, Adam Thielen. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 3rd and 9 here. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Yes.
Incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. This secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed the 1 touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they watch the game tape. But other than that, they've been absolutely rock solid.
This is taken at the 15. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Ravens taking the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people
let's
the
go.
gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate.
For the first
But we'll
down.
see what they decide to do as they come out to this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers.
Zay Flowers for
That's
their
going to get
first
this all the
down.
way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
They thought it was another first down. Let's go.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate quite the display. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, "Hey, we're up 50. Why not go 400? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are. Let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
This will be caught at about the 6. Short completion, just 4 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And Jackson throwing once more. The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that's the big one right there. His 22nd catch of the game. Just an impossible number, and that tops the previous NFL mark of 21, which was set by Brandon Marshall of the Broncos in December of 2009. Congratulations to him. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.